Whoa! That was awesome.
What was? I think I finally got that down a little bit.
You've been practicing all season off, haven't you?
No, not really, but it looked pretty good.
It did.
I only got my computer slightly wet.
Hey, that's okay. Computers are waterproof, right?
Oh, absolutely.
First NHL game of the year. This is
Hockey.
Oh.
Got the sign for hockey for you guys. It's a curved finger on a flat surface. Your other hand, hockey.
My other hand, does it matter the hand?
No, it don't matter. Hand.
Oh.
You could do hockey this way, I guess, probably. I think. That's what I say. But you know me, I know sign language. I'm no sign language expert. I think, I don't know.
Let's go Wings.
I guess hands are important, so.
They are.
I'll find out and make sure if that's the correct way or not for you guys by the next show. Is this officially hockey season, Rose, or are we still in preseason here?
Preseason, but hockey is starting very, very soon here. Darn, I knew you were going to ask me that, Tim.
You did? What I asked you?
When I already know what the next question is. When does the regular season start, Jamie? I don't know, Tim. That's a great question. Let me look that up.
It's like ESP or something.
It's kind of crazy how that works.
Professor X, Jamie, when does hockey season start? While he's looking that up for you guys, I guess I could give you what this first game is. 7 p.m. game on the 7th, which is that Saturday or Sunday?
Friday.
Oh. It's a Friday game. Detroit will be on the road. That's right. Our beloved Detroit Red Wings. They have, so far in preseason, they have 4 wins, 1 loss, and 1 overtime loss. So, not bad. And I know they've been making their cuts or reassignments throughout the week. Oh, excuse me. They're traveling to the 2 wins, 1 loss, and 1 overtime loss, the Toronto Maple Leafs. I think it's obvious Rose and I are both Red Wing fans. Go Red Wings.
Let's go Red Wings. Let's go Red Wings.
Final season at the Joe, folks.
It is. Your end of the preseason will be Sunday, October 9th. The start of the regular season will be Wednesday, October 12th. The Red Wings' first game, regular season game, will be Thursday, October 13th at 7:30 p.m., and it is against the Tampa Bay Lightning, the team that knocked them out of the playoffs.
Oh. Mary is going to be so excited that I can add hockey into the mix of sports we like to watch now. I think if it comes right down to it right now, folks, though, If there was a hockey game on Sunday at the same time the Lions are playing, I'd probably be watching the hockey game before I'll be watching the Lions play.
I love the Fox Sports Go app. I actually last night turned on the Red Wings and watched some preseason Red Wings.
It's been a while since you've been able to watch any Wings.
Yep.
So, Rose and I both got the Wings.
We do. Next up, this is also a Friday night game. At 10 p.m., we have the 3 wins, the 3 losses, 0 overtime losses, the Dallas Stars. They're heading to L.A. to face the Kings. Also a 3 wins, 3 losses, 0 overtime losses. I'm going to go with the Kings.
Give me the Kings as well.
Oh, man. Perfect for hockey.
All right, we're moving into some playoff baseball action, correct?
Yes.
Strike 3, you're out.
Oh, take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the park. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if we ever come back. So it's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the O ball game. And it's 3 strikes for the Tigers because they are gone. But good news, sports fans. If you're a huge fan of our current coach, Coach Brad, he's back for another season. That's right. He did some great things for us this year. And everybody was cheering as soon as they made that decision. Brad
But the Detroit Free Press has already come out and said that the Tigers made a huge mistake. They should have done 2 things, or 2 options. 1, if they're going to keep him, sign him to a multi-year contract. Or 2, get rid of him. This keeping him on for another year.
Yeah, they just gave him a contract extension, right?
Oh, they had an option year, and this is the option year, so they just picked up his option, which it's basically saying to the team and everybody else, we're not real sure if we're going to keep him for another year. We might not, but we just don't want to sign him for a long-term deal, kind of.
We're going to give him a short leash next season. And then we might get rid of him partway through the season if things don't turn around.
Yeah. I agree with the Detroit Free Press, though. Either get rid of him or sign him to a multi-year deal. We'll keep him for another year. Anyways, first up we have a Friday night game at 4:30 p.m. on TBS. We have the 93 wins, 69 losses. The Boston Red Sox, they're heading to Cleveland to face the Indians. 94 wins, 67 losses. I'm going with Boston.
I'm going with Boston as well.
Because isn't it Big Poppy's last year there?
I believe so, yes. And I don't like Cleveland.
I don't either.
3 points. 3 points. It's your 3-point bonus game. All right, we have the 91. Oh, this is a 5:30 game on FS1.
Yep. On
91
Friday, I'm
wins.
sorry.
91. Yeah, I didn't say Friday. 91 wins. 71 losses. The LA Dodgers. They're traveling to the 95 wins, 67 losses. The Washington Nationals. I got the LA Dodgers.
I also have the Dodgers.
All right, check it out. N F
Ooh.
L. Is it L? But I can't remember. Oh, it's this, I think. L. It's not all the fingers. Football.
First up, we have a Sunday game at 1 p.m., and you can see this wonderful game on Fox. We have the undefeated, the 3-0 Philadelphia Eagles. They're heading to Detroit to face the 1 win, 3 losses, the Detroit Pussycats. I'm going with the Eagles.
I got the Eagles as well. They're one of my favorite football teams. One of my backup teams.
For when our Lions are doing so great.
It's not Stafford's fault, though.
Nope.
Another coach that should be on the chopping block.
Yep.
All right, next up, we have another 1 o'clock game on Sunday. Isn't that weird? All these NFL games kind of start at the same time as well. We have a 1 o'clock game on Sunday on CBS. Just CBS, not CBS Sports, CBS. You have the 3 wins and 1 loss. The Houston Texans, they are traveling to the 4 wins and 0 losses. The Minnesota Vikings.
I'm going with the Vikings.
Gotta go with the Vikings.
Next up, Sunday game at 4:05 p.m. on Fox. The 3 wins, 1 loss, the Atlanta Falcons. Which reminds me, I have a... I don't know why I just did that. They're traveling to Denver to face the Broncos, the 4-0 Denver defending Super Bowl champs, the Denver Broncos. I'm going with the Broncos.
Better have a horse sound, too. No horse sound? How unprepared, Rose. Those sound tech people.
They're... Oh, I got this, though.
Yeah. Who would you go with? The Broncos?
Yeah.
Well, this next game we have.
You have the Broncos too?
Yeah, Broncos for me.
Okay.
This next game we have a 4:25 kickoff Sunday, CBS. So this game will take place right after the Houston Minnesota game. We have the 2 wins and 2 losses, the Cincinnati Bengals. And you have the 3 wins and 1 loss, the Dallas Cowboys. Is that right? Dallas has only lost 1 game with that new quarterback they have?
I guess, yeah.
Wow. Man. What do you think? I don't know. I think you got to almost pick Dallas in this one, even though I don't like them.
Nope, I'm not. I'm going with Cincinnati.
You going to go Bengals? 2-2.
I hate Dallas. Let's see. Dallas has beaten the Redskins, the Bears, and the 49ers. So I think and they lost to the Giants. I don't think they're as good as their record lets on. And then the Bengals. Let's see. Beat the Dolphins. They lost to the Broncos. Lost to the Steelers, and they beat the Jets. So I think it's kind of one. I don't know. I'm going with the Bengals.
I hate Dallas too, really. But because they got a rookie quarterback, I'm going to go with Dallas this week. Just to try and, I don't know. Just because we've picked all the same games this week. I have no other justifiable reason other than we'll change it up for one game just to make it a little interesting for us. Go Blue!
NASCAR this week is going to be a
Turbo. Oh, sorry. That's Power Rangers.
Oh. I was like, what? I thought you were about ready to bust out sign language for NASCAR.
Oh, no. I haven't looked up NASCAR yet. That's another one I got to look up.
NASCAR this week is a Saturday race, actually, at 7 p.m., and you can see it on NBC. And it is at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Go Blue. I'm going Kevin Harvick. I'm already penciling in your pick.
Who's my pick?
Am I right?
Kyle Busch.
I knew it.
He got me a win last week. So I got to go Kyle Busch again.
I'm going Kevin Harvick. That leads us into some info. But wait.
No, not info.
That's right. We have our new tradition.
WWE pay-per-view.
The WWE World Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. New Day Rocks. New Day Rocks.
And they're not even at this pay-per-view.
No, they're not. This is a SmackDown pay-per-view. This is becoming our new tradition. Every 2 weeks, we're going to have a pay-per-view, apparently, for you.
You know, well, and it's because we here at Sports Frenzy requested it, because we wanted to give you more wrestling. We personally talked to Vince McMahon and said, you know what? Could you please give us a pay-per-view every 2 weeks? That would really help our show.
Yep.
And, of course, he thought, that's a great idea, guys.
I can make more money.
That's right.
So this pay-per-view is it is Sunday at 8 p.m. and you can see it on
Sunday.
And you can see it on the WWE Network. It
For
will be
$9.99 a month, and get your first month free.
This pay-per-view will be at Sacramento, California, and it is No Mercy.
Ooh.
I love how they're bringing back the old names of old pay-per-views. It's been a while since we had a No Mercy pay-per-view, and now it's come back. The last pay-per-view was Clash of the Clans, I believe, which was a WCW pay-per-view.
Clash of the Titans, right?
No, that's a movie.
Oh. Wait, yeah, Clash of the... Anyway, yeah. So with every other week being a pay-per-view, you have to bring back a bunch of old names.
Yep. So the first...
Soon be able to add some TNA pay-per-view names in there. Because it sounds like Vince McMahon is this close or already has purchased the complete video library of TNA.
Yep. You can. It sounds like soon here you'll be able to watch the entire library of TNA on the WWE Network. Forbes magazine just posted that apparently Vince has bought the entire library there. So I would think that means that soon here, that's going to be the next deal, is owning all that. So
you're gonna have I don't know if you'll have a TNA invasion. I think reason why he bought it is because of all the superstars past and present material is there.
Mm-hmm.
So like all your TNA guys, or all your well, for example, AJ Styles, all his stuff, all his TNA stuff will be there, and people want to see more of his stuff.
Samoa Joe, Bobby Roode, Austin Aries, Eric Young, all those guys, yeah.
They're also saying, as long as we're talking about before we get into the pay-per-view, that TNA is not going to die, the entity anyway. It sounds like Billy Corgan, he's keeping the time slot on TV, and they're just going to rebrand it, and he's going to start from scratch. So, but what I find interesting, though, is I would assume, because for a while, in the very beginning of the TNA years, they had one of the classic belts. It was one of the original districts or areas belts as their titles. Well, TNA now has all their own titles, so I'm wondering if McMahon takes claim of all those titles as well.
I don't know. It might be just, I have a feeling the deal's just the video. Probably like they made a deal where Vince now owns footage from this date to this date of TNA footage. I have a feeling it's not going to be any future pay-per-views.
Right, and they were saying, though, that from what I got from the discussion so far, is that but TNA, they won't have the name TNA anymore. So I don't know if that name goes with all that material that's going to McMahon or what.
So it might be up to last week's TNA show.
Yeah, it might be up to the final TNA show, if there is a final TNA show. Yeah. I don't even know how they're doing that yet.
Yeah. Anyways, got off topic there a little bit.
It's wrestling. We're still on topic.
Yeah, we are. The first match here is a crazy thing, a triple threat matches. We never see those in WWE anymore. Seems like every pay-per-view has at least one triple threat match. They should come up with a pay-per-view called the Triple Threat Pay-Per-View.
Don't give them any ideas. They probably will.
Yeah. First up, we have
somebody already said, yeah, that was a three-way match, but I'm still entitled to my rematch. Was it Seth Rollins? Somebody said that one time. He was in a three-way match for the title, and he's like, yeah, that's fine. You want to do a three, but that doesn't mean I don't get another singles title shot because of the fact that I had a rematch in my clause. So it doesn't matter if you bring in somebody else. Down the road, if I don't win this, I'm still going to get a match as a singles competition. So that's kind of the way they're working things now as well.
I don't know who that was.
Might have been Seth. I'm not sure about that.
Might have been. It sounds like something he'd complain about. Anyways, we have the phenomenal AJ Styles versus, who is the, by the way, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
I don't have any. I didn't get these pictures printed. Sorry, guys.
That's good right there. The phenomenal AJ Styles, which is right in the center there. To the left of him, You have John Cena, which I'm sure you all know. And then... versus the former World Heavyweight Champion, the Lunatic Fringe, Dean Ambrose.
I never thought Dean Ambrose should have lost this match anyway. I love Dean Ambrose as the champion. I love Dean Ambrose. I love his attitude still. He's very much, rather they clashed in their interview or not, he's like this generation's Stone Cold in a sense.
Yeah.
He's got that I don't care attitude. I'm going to do what I want to do attitude. I don't see him winning this match, but that's
and
just
I don't see Cena winning either because he's already come out and flat out said that he's a part-time wrestler now.
Did he say that?
I heard that in an interview I read a report that now you're going to see him not as often because he's going to be busy with different projects, so he's going to become a part-time wrestler.
Oh, see, now I was going to go with him because they're talking about so much how he's going to be tying with or breaking.
I read that he will tie Flair's record at WrestleMania this year.
Oh, really?
Yep. I'm going AJ Styles.
Man,
I
don't want AJ to keep.
You got to remember, those wrestling sites are not always accurate, though.
Yeah, they're pretty accurate most of the time. At least some of them. Some of them are completely turning into junk. They're just making up stuff anymore. With all that information you just fed me, I guess I'm going to go with AJ Styles' home title as well.
AJ Styles too, huh?
Yeah.
Next up, we have a match that looks familiar from, I believe, SummerSlam, but it never happened. We have the Viper, Randy Orton, versus Bray Wyatt. As you recall, this match didn't happen because Orton was actually injured. I believe he had a concussion. So they made up some reason why the match didn't happen. So I believe SummerSlam was Bray Wyatt versus Kane. But I am going to go Randy Orton.
They have been battling back and forth for the last few weeks now. On this is Raw, right? No, this is
SmackDown.
SmackDown, sorry. They've been battling back and forth on SmackDown lately. Past couple of weeks, Randy Orton has pretty much tapped into his darker side and invaded Bray's crib, so to speak. Well, this week on SmackDown, Randy Orton stole Bray's chair, and he had it in a storage unit. And so when Bray went to find his storage unit, Randy Orton locked him in the storage unit and was like, "How you like that? Now the hunter has become the hunted." Well, later on, when Randy Orton went back to get him out of the thing, he was gone. And through the all of SmackDown, for most of SmackDown, Bray at first was freaking out and slamming on things and everything. And at one point, so to make him even freak, he just sat in his chair and started rocking and kind of like meditating and laughing and stuff. So then when Randy Orton went back and opened it up to get him, he was no longer there. Ooh. The eerie, mystical Bray Wyatt. Somebody blew him out.
I'm going to go Randy Orton, though.
I got to go with Randy Orton for the win this time around as well, too.
Your last pay-per-view match for our sheets this week, we have the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz, versus Dolph Ziggler. And apparently if Dolph Ziggler does not... Is it win the match or is it win the title?
Well, it is for the title.
Yeah, I know, but if let's say he loses by disqualification, but he wins the match, does Dolph Ziggler still lose his career? Because basically, if Dolph Ziggler doesn't win, whether it's the title or the match, he has to quit, doesn't he?
Yeah, his career is on the line, hence the reason why he was bringing this week on SmackDown. SmackDown recap right here on Sports Frenzy. The Miz was bringing back people in his life, his spanning of his sucky career, as The Miz put it, basically. And he said he's been unsuccessful. Well, he brought back the Spirit Squad this past week, 2 members of the Spirit Squad. So it's all or nothing for this. I believe he has to win the title because I think that's what he wanted. He told Miz he needs to put up the title one more time, and he would put his career on the line.
I'm going with Dolph Ziggler. I think.
Got to go with Dolph Ziggler as well because they're not, obviously, he's not leaving.
No.
He's fairly, extremely popular, and he makes some really cool movies on WWE. So.
Heck yeah. Let me see here. Real quick, I'll see if I can get you guys a couple information. I know the show's running a little long this week.
That's fine. We haven't had a good show in a while. Nobody cares.
Well, hopefully we're having a good show and not having technical difficulties like we have the past few weeks. Rose furiously typing quickly.
I do believe, too, and I'm sorry I forgot to mention this earlier, but I believe it's Adrian's homecoming week. So come on, shout it out, Adrian. Let's go. Let's go. Homecoming for Adrian this week. Give a shout out, Adrian High School. Give a shout out, Adrian Middle School. There you go. There you go. Let me hear you. A little louder, little louder, little louder. And now down, and down, down. There we go. For our friends that might have sensory issues, we got to bring it back now.
First up, the Washington Redskins cornerback Josh Norman was fined $10,000 for shooting an imaginary bow and arrow
from the sideline. He was on the sideline. He wasn't even in the game. Not even in the game. It continues to show the NFL stands for the No Fun League.
I think this happened yesterday. Coach of ESPN interviewed Bill Goldberg, and could Bill Goldberg make an in-ring return? And I quote, Bill Goldberg says, "I really want to do it, but reality-wise, is it smart for me to do?" Goldberg was talking about how he's 49 years old and physically, can he do it and that kind of stuff. And then in the interview, he asked him, "Well, who are some guys you'd want to face?" And he said, "Oh man, there's a whole bunch of guys, a long list of guys I'd love to face." But he's like, obviously, I probably owe Brock. Quiet on the set. WWE reportedly purchased TNA Video Library. TNA rebranding under Billy Corgan.
Who knows out there? Who knows who Billy Corgan is?
I do.
Who's Billy Corgan, love?
Billy Corgan.
Offset. Touching base. Billy Corgan is Billy Corgan, yes. But who is he and where's he from? Jamie knows. She's speechless, Rose.
What are we talking about?
Who Billy Corgan is? She's speechless, Rose. Let her know who it is.
Smashing Pumpkins.
That's right. He is the lead guy from Smashing Pumpkins. It's a pug on the set.
It is.
It's a boogie woogie on the set. Say hi to the frenzy audience, Zeke.
Sad news. UFC fighter Josh Saman, I think I butchered his last name, which I always butcher names, passed away at the age of 28 after spending nearly a week in a coma. I think they said that it's due to drug overdoses. Congratulations goes out to Brie Bella and Daniel Bryant. Brie Bella is pregnant.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
The big Michigan-Ohio State football game will be...
I wonder when the baby's born and if it'll be born to like his music.
The big Michigan-Ohio State football game will be at noon on November 26th, and it can be seen on ABC or ESPN.
Go Blue!
Go Blue. Sad news regarding the historical Joe Louis Arena. Tim's not going to be happy about this one. The arena, when they're done with the arena this season, all the seats will be sold. All the Red Wing memorabilia, the banners, statues, that kind of stuff, will stay with the Red Wings. Everything else... gone.
So I wonder if you can at least get out there and get some of the rubble, maybe. I don't know. You'd have to sneak out there, I bet.
Probably the same kind of thing as the Tiger Stadium.
Well, the thing is, Tiger Stadium, they left everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they didn't take anything. At least they're taking some stuff out of the Joe.
Well, the way the Tiger Stadium was torn down, don't ask me how I know this information. This is how much of a geek I am, I guess. The way it was demolished was they had bids to construction companies or demolished companies, and whoever came in with the lowest bid won the bid.
Well, how close is, not to interrupt you, but how close is Joe Louis to a freeway or an expressway or anything? Is it pretty close?
Oh, yeah.
So, okay, so they're going to have to tear it down then.
1 sec. Joe Louis Arena map.
Because I know with Tiger Stadium, one of the things they ran into is they couldn't implode it like they do other buildings because it was too close to an expressway.
Yep. This is what I want.
But man, I mean, Tiger Stadium, when they walked away from there, I mean, they left stuff in lockers. It was like, I mean, if you could get in there before everybody started the demos and everything, you could have got some real great pieces of history in there.
I believe it's 10. Runs directly along Joe Louis Arena.
Then they're going to have to tear it down.
Yeah.
Physically. So that makes it even more painful because then you can see them smashing the place. I mean, people from around the world came and were like standing there at Tiger Stadium. Old Tigers, guys that don't even live around here anymore. They weren't allowed in, but they would go to the fence and try and look in. And
I know the the last game at Joe Louis Arena this year is sold out already. Which is funny to me because we have playoffs still.
Right.
So I mean, even if you got tickets to that last home game there in the regular season, you still have playoff tickets. You know, I mean, are people out thinking, oh, the Red Wings aren't going to make the playoffs this year? So, but anyways, when they tore down Tiger Stadium, the company that won the bid to tear down Tiger Stadium said they would do it for free. And the reason was so they could get all the scrap metal. And
scrap metal at the time was going for a lot of money.
Yep.
And they ended up losing a great deal of money when they halted demolition, when part of the Navin Field part of it was still there, because there was a fight over. Finally, somebody was actually trying to save part of the stadium, and it was going for a while. So they took a big loss when they got to the final parts of that because the material wasn't worth as much money. It was kind of cool when it was too bad you couldn't have got out there, Rose. But when when Chris and Jason and I got out there, this was before the Navin Field crew had started mowing the lawn out there and stuff already, but they weren't able to do a lot of like the actual outfield yet because they left quite a bit of rubble.
Yeah.
Some like metal and stuff. So I got some stuff like here at the house.
Oh, that's cool.
From going through the rubble. We walked out there and we were just finding stuff. So I got like pieces of the actual cement. I've got some cement pieces that have like some of the metal in it. I've got an old piece of wood that had to be something there at one time or another.
Huh.
So I got some historical pieces, kind of in a sense. I feel like I've got a piece of Tiger Stadium. That's what I'm happy about.
Hey, there you go.
And I got the pitcher's mound, some of the pitcher's mound dirt too. So
Purdue's.
I went to the outfield. And got some of that dirt, some of the baseline dirt.
Oh, heck yeah.
Because that's still some of the true baseline there.
Purdue's football field, I don't know if it's their practice field or their main field, had a massive sinkhole.
That's one way to stop a touchdown.
Yeah.
It'd be like Mario going into one of those tunnels.
I'm going to butcher his name. Justin Ablacaker was named the assistant captain to the Detroit Red Wings. He's from Muskegon, Michigan. And I think that's all I got for you guys this week.
All right. We got a good long show for you guys. Hopefully it all records well. Everything goes great, guys. Thanks for sticking with us. We appreciate and love you all. It's always great to have a couple of knuckleheads who like to talk sports be loved by so many. I'm the coach. Be blessed, everyone. Get out there and enjoy your weekend. Enjoy some sports action or whatever you like to do on the weekend. He's my partner in crime.
I'm Jamie.
The Ghost Man, Jamie. And it's number 8, classic throwback, now new again, Michigan jersey. Go Blue!